Hello, I hope everybody's doing great today. Welcome to the Fibo Kids Art Academy online. My name is Miss Kaitlin, and today we're going to be doing a little Picasso project inspired by George Braque. Now, we're going to be making this project here, as you can see. It's inspired by one of his famous paintings of a guitar. Braque is a Cubist artist, so as you can see from our painting today, Cubist artists use shapes in their artwork. So you are going to get to use your own shapes to make your own guitar piece, just like Braque. So let's get started. All right, to begin our project, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn our paper horizontal side to side. Now, for everybody at home, you're going to be using a pencil to draw today. But just so that you're able to see what I'm drawing, I'm going to be using a marker. Now, the first thing we're going to draw today is actually a rectangle on the right side of our paper. This is going to be for the top of our guitar. So go ahead and draw that in. Our next step is we're going to draw a long rectangle for the neck of the guitar. Okay, next we're going to draw the bottom of the guitar. This is going to go right below our neck, and it's going to be a small vertical rectangle. Okay, next we're going to start on the body of the guitar. We're going to begin by doing the bottom half first, and this is going to be a large letter C. All right, next we're going to do the top half of the body. This is going to be a slightly smaller, but still pretty big backwards C. It's going to connect to the bottom half of the body that we just made. Next, we're going to do the sound hole for the guitar. This is going to go in the upper half of the body, and it's going to be a circle. You can go right over the lines you made for your neck. All right, next we're going to do the top tuning pegs. These are going to be rainbow shapes, and we're going to do 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. Next, we're going to do the bottom tuning pegs. These are going to be U-shapes. We're going to do 3 of them, just like last time. 1, 2, 3. Next, we're going to do the strings of the guitar. Now, again, this is an abstract guitar, so we're only going to be doing 2 strings. You're going to start from the bottom of your guitar, just about here. You're going to draw a long horizontal line that touches the top of your guitar here. All right, for our next step, we're going to get creative. Now, we're going to add some different shapes into our picture. So I'm going to add 3 really big hearts, but you can do any shapes you want. You can do triangles, squares, circles, whatever you like. Just make sure you draw them big, and you can draw them right over your guitar. Okay, and that's it. All right, now that we've completed our drawing, we're gonna move on to Sharpie. So for our Sharpie, remember you take your cap off, you put it on the back, you're going to hold low and go slow. Today we're going to Sharpie everything, so you're gonna trace over all of your pencil lines. Go ahead and begin. Once you're done with your Sharpie, go ahead and put that cap back on the back. And we are going to erase all of the pencil lines that are left over. All right, so now we're going to begin our coloring steps. We are going to be starting using Mr. Sketch markers today. To begin, we're going to be using a brown Mr. Sketch marker, and we are going to fill in this vertical small rectangle right here. Remember, when you use your Mr. Sketch marker, you want to take off the cap, put it on the back. You want to outline first and then fill in using your long strokes. All right, next we're still going to use our brown Mr. Sketch marker. We're going to fill in the sound hole of the guitar. So again, outline first and then fill in. Okay, next we're going to do the rectangle on the top of the guitar here. Okay, so we're all done with our brown Mr. Sketch marker. Go ahead and put that cap back on. We are going to add more shapes into our background. For this, you can pick any color you want. I'm going to use pink. Now these shapes, they need to be similar to the ones that you made earlier. So I did hearts. So I'm going to add 4 more hearts somewhere in my piece. I think I'm going to start here. Now you don't have to draw this out with pencil first. You're actually just going to use the Mr. Sketch marker to draw where you want your new shapes to be, and then fill them in. Since we're all done making those shapes, we're going to move on to our next part, which is to fill in the tuning pegs at the top here. I'm going to use a light blue, but you can use any colors you want. Remember, put that cap on the back and go ahead and fill them in. Next, we are going to add even more shapes into our background. Now, we want to use a color that's similar to the shapes we already have, so I'm going to use a purple. These are called analogous colors. Analogous colors are just colors that are really close together on the color wheel. So, like I said, I'm going to be adding 4 more shapes. I actually want these shapes, again, to be similar to the ones I already have in my background. I'm going to do 4 small hearts. Okay, we are all done with our Mr. Sketch markers now, so I'm just gonna put those back, close the bag, and put them away. And next we're going to take out our chalk pastels. Now we're gonna do the body of the guitar first, and we're gonna do this with the tan chalk pastel. Looks like this. Now to use your chalk pastel, you want to outline using the flat part of the tip, and then we're going to do strokes using the horizontal side or the sleeping side of the chalk pastel. So go ahead and outline first. All right, now that you have your chalk pastel here, you're going to use 2 fingers in circular motions to blend. Okay, perfect. Now, if you have some extra dust, you can feel free to dust off your paper, but we're just going to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is going to be the neck of the guitar. Now, this is going to be the same color as the body. It's going to be the tan color. Remember, outline first and then do a stroke to fill it in. And 2 fingers to blend. Okay, next we're going to do the shapes in the background. We want to keep these pretty similar to the color of the shapes that we have from our Mr. Sketch markers. So because my shapes are purple and pink, I'm going to do a red chalk pastel. Again, outline using the flat part of the tip, and then do the sleeping side of the chalk pastel to fill in with strokes. All right, again, Use 2 fingers, circular motions, and blend. You can blend right over those spots where the red and the tan meet. Okay, perfect. We're going to move on to our very last step, which is to do the rest of our background. Again, we want to keep the colors pretty similar. Now I have a lot of red now in my background because of the heart shapes that I did, so I'm going to use an orange to do the rest of my background. Now remember, for this part, you just want to use the flat part of the chalk pastel to add strokes into the background. You can go right over the shapes you did with Mr. Sketch Marker. And 2 fingers and blend. And that's it. We're all done. Again, feel free to brush off the extra dust from your paper from the chalk pastel, but this is our completed piece. All right, so we are all done. I would love to see everybody's finished projects. You can tag us in your post with #FiboArt. Just to review, our artist today was Braque. He is a Cubist artist and he's famous for his painting of a guitar. Keep your eye out for more online videos from us and we hope to see you again next time. Bye.